Okay, so for this one, we're focusing on the spine a bit, and you're going to need a foam roller, and it's going to be this same foam roller that's going to be with you in your home soon. So all of these things are, like, you can have all the things that I'm sending you. This one though, it's a borrow basis. Given I don't use it, but I like to, eventually if you feel like you're good in however many months, 6 months, a year, 2 months, whatever you want to do, I can just recycle it and use it for something else. So let's get this out of the way. So you're going to lay on the foam roller. And this foam roller has spikes, which I don't really like, but this is the foam roller that I have had for a long time, and I use it for all sorts of demonstrations and props and things like that. And we all know that foam rollers don't really do what people have thought that they do. They don't get knots out. They don't relax the fascia. It's not a thing. So back to me not complaining about foam rollers. They're actually a useful tool for this specific thing. So you're going to find the bottom tip of your scapula. So like, those big bones that are laying and free floating on your back. You're going to find that, and then you're going to try to imagine that like the spaces between your rib cage, they're opening, right? Given they do open, but for most people, it's very rigid. So you're going to lay back and put your hands behind your head. And guess what? We're going to do sit-ups. But they're not going to be the ones that you think. So they're going to be worse. So when you lay back, try to keep your chin tucked, and at the same time, try to open up the spaces between the rib cage and keep your butt down. Then once you get just above the ground, hover above the ground and hold that right above the ground, and then come up. And then slowly come back down. Open the spaces in the rib cage. You might shake, hold, hover. And then come back up. Now without the hands. Open up the spaces between the ribs. Hold. And then back up. Let's do one more without the hands, and then we'll get the hands back. It's hard for me. Open up the spaces in the rib cage. Nope, hands are needed. Hold it. And then come back up. Now you're going to find the place in which you can get your head down. You'll prop your head open. So you should feel like the spaces between your ribs are opening. It should feel like a little bit uncomfortable or a lot uncomfortable. Then from here, hands stay where they are. Put the feet down. Lift the hips into a bridge. And then come back down. Lift the hips into a bridge. Feel how the ribs close. And then feel how the rib cage opens. It really should feel quite uncomfortable. Lift. And then down. Lift. And then down. This time you should kind of be in the middle of your spine. One more. Lift. And then down. And then come up off the foam roller. You should feel like your back, the middle of your back is quite worked. Whew. Then let's bring the hands under the toes and then pull yourself down and purposefully round the spine, right? So once you're here, take both hands, put them underneath your feet. Then from here, try to straighten out the legs. If they're not straight, that's totally fine. That's just a suggestion. And then try to lift yourself up off your hands. So try to basically like peel yourself away from your hands. That way you get a bit of a tug underneath the armpits. And we're trying to like counteract what we just did. Hold that. And then pull yourself down a little bit more. And then pull yourself in the opposite direction. Pull yourself up towards the ceiling. Then hands underneath the toes, drop into a squat. I know your squat's not super comfortable, so if you want, you can put a block underneath your butt. From here, we're gonna put the hands behind the head and then reach the belly button down towards the floor. You may not be able to get super low, that's fine. Try to do it anyway. Lift up and then reach the belly down. And then lift up and reach the belly down. And then down, and then up. Down, and then up. Then this time, walk the hands forward and just stay. And then come on up. Whew. And that's it.